Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and they're probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to Firearms Fridays on the OG Network. Thank y'all for coming in. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. I can't talk today. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm partially asleep right now. But yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. But also make sure y'all take advantage of that promo code, which gets you 15% off all of your purchases of top to bottom products of $35 and up. You get 15% discount using promo code OG Network 26. That's OG Network 26. And what's up, Leah? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Please hit the like button. And good to see you. Good to see you. Ant like the bug. Yeah, what's going on, Ant like the bug? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Just so you know, Ant like the bug, I am out there searching currently for a bug that's just like the ant. But anyway, we're gonna get into Welcome to Firearms Fridays with me and the Fatatular Show. My brother Jay.
Yes.
I mean, how you feeling?
I'm all right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I heard Leah in the building. I heard the ant like bug in the building. I appreciate y'all swinging on through. Hopefully, y'all swing and hang with the rest of us tonight. And hopefully, all is well. Y'all not freezing. Y'all ain't, digging yourselves out of, 12 feet of snow.
We freezing.
And
we freezing.
I can sympathize with y'all. As I said earlier, we had 20. Look here. Being in South Carolina, seeing 20-degree weather is not a very good thing. Just for the record, okay? I'm about to start looking like a damn a goose right in a few minutes, because the geese always fly south.
Right.
Apparently, I got to do the same thing they do. I got to find some weapons, some feathers, and fly. Because this is getting ridiculous. But welcome everybody to Firearms Fridays. Here we talk about guns, we talk about gun laws, we talk about everything that has to do with a gun. We even talk about situations that people come into when it comes with guns. So if you're interested in knowing, we don't only talk about the actual firearm, the pistol, the rifle, all that stuff. We talk about everything else underneath it. The only thing we haven't touched base with is which is not kind of surprising. We ain't talking about no bulletproof vests or anything like that, because that's not really a good topic to talk about.
You should say that. I actually got that in my notes.
Oh damn. Okay.
I got it in my notes. We didn't get to that part, but I wanted to get into a segment of because bulletproof. A lot of times people don't realize that bulletproof vests are rated. Like,
yes, they're definitely rated.
Level 1, level 2, level 3, 4, whatever like that. Right. So you have different levels and stuff like that. I still had to kind of get deep dive into the levels of them, but I think my question is, since we're on there, we can talk about it a little bit, but I do want us to get into more of a deeper conversation about it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
As always, the children are here too. Don't worry about it.
That's right. they might be talking about what your promo code is for. It's for the top to bottom store.
Buy one get one free. Nah, the name already tells me the Epstein, okay. But whatever. Yeah, but if Mr. Jeffrey Epstein, make sure you go to top to bottom hair and skincare and fix your skin, fix your hair, and you can use the promo code OG Network 26. You get a 15% discount on your purchases of $35 more. See right there on the screen? There you go. Make sure you take care of that.
That's right.
But
Use that promo code and top bottom get yourself 15% off.
my question.
Go for your question. Let's make it interesting.
Your question was your question and my question to you was probably similar. You probably was going to ask me the same question. Is that, do you think you should wear a vest every day?
Well, that's a very good question. And it becomes a twofold question. Because A, it depends on what your profession is. And the other part is that if you're just using it just because,
right,
wait. Because that means you're always looking for trouble, and or you're always looking over your shoulders, somebody can get you. So that's why you're wearing it all the time. So
you good.
I think it's best that those that actually have them don't wear them unless it's needed, unless your profession requires you to have it all the time.
Right.
That's the only reason why I think you should wear it. But other than that, no. I don't think a bulletproof vest should be worn all the time because it's going to cause that person to engage in something that they're not ready for. Because it just might be, like we were talking about when we started the segment, the grade of that vest may not be prepared for what the other person may have.
Yeah, true. That's why we going to definitely eventually get into yeah, I agree with Ant like the bug with that one. That was kind of where I was getting ready to go at. With it,
Chicago, I got to put my other eyes on. Hold on.
What's up, Mental Raccoon? Hold on. Let me click Ants. What's going on?
I think you should if you think it's needed. Chicago, Detroit. Well, you know what? I disagree. I disagree with you because again, and unfortunately, it comes back to what we talk about all the time on this channel, which is the gun is not what kills anybody. It is the person that kills the person. So they run around, they think they know what they got, and they think they're ready for it. But in actuality, they're not ready for it. They're not ready for that nonsense. They claim they are, but they're really not. And the easiest way, but you don't believe what I'm saying, that they're not ready for it, is listen to all the nonsense that came out on social media when the National Guard went in there. Like a bunch of people got in there talking, oh, they ain't ready for this, we got this, we got that, we got yep, all the time, just like normal. So the end of the day, it's always the same thing. You don't bring out your weapon unless you're going to use it. So all that talk, all that hooping and hollering, they probably got found out who they were because they were on social media. So in actuality, they shouldn't be wearing it out there either because they're not ready for it. They're not. Matter of fact, I'll tell you like this. I came across a video, a news article where a police officer, matter of fact, I think it was Chicago or Detroit. No, I think it was Chicago. That they had lit up the damn patrol car with incendiary bullets.
Right.
So that's even more of a point where they're just trying to see what they got because they don't know what they have.
Right.
But the bad thing is that they're gonna get
my
caught.
thing is that I kind of when Ant like the bug, like when we talking about bulletproof vests. Number one, you should know more about vests than just I'm gonna go buy a bulletproof vest. They're rated. And they're rated. Some will stop certain bullets, some won't stop certain bullets. And if you got somebody that have rifle rounds, 5.56s, 6.5, 7.6s, 308s rifles, which most people don't have those high power rifles like that. These those type of those number one rated bulletproof vests not going to stop though. The other thing you got to understand is that depending on the make of the bulletproof vest, like there's some that's made with ceramic plates.
Right.
All right. So it might stop the bullet, but every time that ceramic gets hit, what happens to the ceramic?
It
breaks
shatters.
up.
Yep.
Start to break up into pieces.
Yep.
So every time it breaks up into pieces, it's no longer as effective as it originally was.
Yep.
So at some point, If you know you're getting hit, you might want to get out of Dodge.
That's right. And to piggyback off of that, Larry, you be careful doing the, driving around. Just, it's good to listen. Just pay attention to the road.
Be careful.
Get home safe. That's
Focus on the road.
The other funny thing about a lot of times with bulletproof vests, a lot of clowns, niggerlies, prefer to buy a used bulletproof vest and don't even know what the hell they're buying, because the inside of the vest the outside looks like it has never been hit because they put it probably on a newer satchel,
right?
But the plates are no good, so you get hit with a 380. Next thing you know, you're trying to figure out why you got an extra air hole in your chest.
Well, they, like I said, they don't realize that there's different types of bulletproof vests. Of course, they have the ones, I think it's the steel plate, and then they coat it with that rubber foam or whatever that is, rubber. And that's the intent behind that is the plate is to stop the bullet, but you got to remember there's shrapnel that comes off that bullet when it hits that plate. That rubber stuff is supposed to help catch that shrapnel, because a lot of times the bullet might have got stopped, but the shrapnel still caused just as much damage because it ricocheted off.
Right.
And depending on where it goes, you might end up getting some damage from that too.
True. Facts.
But I'm not I know a lot about bulletproof vests, but I don't know I don't have a whole lot in depth because I just never thought of really. I mean, I'm gonna say I don't need one because I think I need one, but I just never gave it that much thought on like about a bulletproof vest because I don't live that type of reckless lifestyle that I worry about stuff like that. Now, do I think I should own one? I think here's my reason why I say I think you should own one. Not so much walking around the streets wearing them, but I'm talking about just for the sake of owning one. And it kind of goes back to what we were talking about, civil unrest, stuff like that. If we go into a situation where there's civil unrest and you don't know who all your enemies are, that might be a better reason to have one, just in case you might need some type of chest protection.
Okay.
Now, outside of the other thing is that if you're a person that think you might need one, I think you should get used to carrying stuff around that have the extra weight on you if you're in the situation, because a lot of times people don't realize that there's a few pounds on them vests.
Right. Yeah.
So you're gonna be carrying a little bit of extra weight.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I don't see nothing wrong. Like I personally don't own them.
Okay.
I've always considered buying them. I just personally don't own one because, again, I don't live in a world that, I ain't gonna say I don't live in a world that nothing can happen. I would rather have one on there and it protect me from getting shot. But I'm not living a lifestyle where I feel like I'm under some type of all right, this person, you're doing too much now.
Yeah, let them be. Let them be. They're giving you watch time.
Right. Yeah, but everybody else might have comments, and you just kind of say,
you're right.
I can't. I appreciate the support, I really do. But when you trying to psych up the thing for you to try to get your channel some attention, have some respect for everybody else that's on the channel.
You know you're right. You're right.
But like, here's the thing: I don't live a lifestyle where I'm worrying about somebody shooting. Not that it can't happen, but I'm not live like that. Now I'm gonna tell you who I think should own one. If you famous, hell yeah. You got money, hell yeah. Okay. Like you said, law enforcement, hell yeah. Honestly, I think firemen should wear them.
I agree.
I think firemen.
I agree with you on that one.
I'm gonna tell you who I don't think should wear them. No politician. I think it should be illegal for politicians to wear. Y'all know I'm joking around, but there's a point to this. All right. Y'all know I'm joking around, but there's a little bit of seriousness in this, and this is it. This is what I think. Any politician and start talking about restricting gun rights, automatically get banned from owning any firearm, or automatically get banned from owning any type of vest.
Okay.
Because my thing is this: you already, if you have any aspect of life, any aspect of as it relates to health and self-protection from government tyranny, you wouldn't even talk that way.
Right.
That subject, if I'm a politician, that subject would be totally left alone. I would never bring up the subject of limiting somebody's ability for self-protection. Never.
Okay.
I would never do that, because my thing is this: is that the right to protect yourself is your right. It's not my right to go infringe on your right to protect yourself. And what you use to protect yourself should be your choice.
Now let me piggyback off of that.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a reason why they make it so that you are not able to hold your right to bear arms, because they look at it like this: if we infringe on a person's right to bear arms, makes that person gullible to their way of going about things.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's more of a ploy to make the person feel safe when actually they're not safe. You know, we talked about it last segment. We talked about it. We said it's better to have the firearm in the house versus calling 911, because by the time 911 picks up and gives all the information about where they're going to send the police at, good chance that you gone. You unalive.
Right.
Yeah, if you have your firearm in the house, now you have literally a fighting chance.
Yes.
Now, give me just one more minute, because I want to talk to you about this thing about this bulletproof vest.
Go ahead.
Right? Now, I'm explaining to you why a bulletproof vest is useless. Okay? I don't care who has it. I don't care what your profession is.
Oh, I agree.
It's useless. Because here's the thing. Huh?
Honestly speaking, I'm joking here. I'm gonna let you go, Jay. I'm actually getting ready to tell a joke. Is why, and it might be what he's saying, but I doubt it.
Look,
the reason why I say, hold on 1 second, Jay. 1 second.
Hey.
The reason why I agree with him saying it is useless is because these idiots on the street ain't shooting. They don't know how to shoot anyway. You know who should have the vest on? Innocent bystanders.
Yes. You are absolutely. The innocent bystanders should be wearing Kevlar from the head all the way to the freaking toe. I totally agree with you on that one.
And these fools don't be. Listen, listen, I try to add some humor into this, but it is really a serious situation. It really is serious.
It's true though. It's true. It is as funny as humorous it is. It actually is true though. It is. Look at how many stray bullets. The reason why it's called a stray bullet is because they coined the term. It's a stray. It gone someplace with no way we're waiting on it. They weren't waiting on it. You know, the old term, every bullet doesn't have a name on it because it doesn't care who it is. Yeah, I agree with you. Now, here's the other funny thing about that. I don't understand why so many people feel the need to believe they wearing a bulletproof vest when the bulletproof vest only covers the center of your
whole body. It's just kind of like
it covers only your chest plate, your actual. Yeah. That's why it's called the chest plate. It's called a chest plate,
right?
Because all it does is protects your sternum. That's all it does. So you get hit in the shoulder, it's over. You get hit in the collarbone, it's over. Hello, you got this big thing. It's called a watermelon head.
Listen. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Make sure y'all hitting the subscribe button. We appreciate it very, very much. We ain't going nowhere. We get ready to run a 30-second commercial. And we'll be right back. So just hang in there. We'll be right back. We'll run a 30-second commercial. We'll be right back.
Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
And we're back. And we appreciate y'all hanging in there. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure y'all take advantage of that promo code OG Network 26. The promo code OG Network 26. And that commercial that you just saw, you get a 15% discount on all your purchases of $35 and up. Go ahead, my brother.
So, and this is where a lot of people don't realize, you wear a bulletproof vest, you are more vulnerable to the actual person who knows how to use their firearm. Yeah. Because me, if I even remotely think you got a vest on, I'm not shooting you in your torso. I'm gonna shoot you in your leg. You're gonna bleed out.
Well, you can put the plate anywhere if you have the right carrier.
Nope. No.
They have the places they have, there is some that are larger. There is some that dress further up, some let down, but there's not a whole lot you can do. Like there's not like a unless you got on a whole suit like that's made like that. Yeah, but it's still gonna be like it will cover the majority of your chest plate and maybe some of your stomach, but I don't even know if it, depending on the person, the size of the person, how far it's going to cover down wise. I just never owned one.
I seen a police officer. I kid you not. This really pissed me off when I seen this police officer. This police officer had the military version of a bulletproof vest. Now, the military version of bulletproof vest is literally it covers the whole torso, right? But it covers inside the shoulder blade, the shoulder, right? And it actually is like about a good, I'm going to say about 16 inches wide and about 32 inches long, right? And then, of course, it has a groin protector that it literally is. It looks like an old baseball cup that it fits inside the little slot. The problem about it is that this cop was so overweight. Now, listen, I'm a fat guy, okay?
So now it makes sense why you said they don't make them big enough to fit everybody.
Exactly. The cup that's supposed to protect his nuts was sitting at his belly button. Okay. So the whole thing slid up like this, and he's walking, it's up here. I'm like, no. And he was carrying a carbine. So I was like, look, you need to go back to the range, learn how to use a sniper's rifle, because that damn bulletproof vest is not protecting you. You need to stop. Okay, it's not. They shoot you in the belly, it's over. I'm just telling you now. I mean, it's disgusting.
She's basically saying the same thing you're saying. I know that they make some that's bigger than others where it would cover more. But if you really look at the stuff that Leah's saying, she's basically saying the same thing you're saying. But,
yeah, I know she was. I wanted to pick on her a little bit.
Now, let me put it like this. Like,
I'm listening.
It goes back to, again, what we were talking about. When you see these people on the street that are doing reckless stuff on the street, right? They don't know how to shoot. So that's why we were laughing and said you really don't need the vest. It's not that we're saying you shouldn't have one and should have one. The point we were trying to make is for the idiots on the street that's always shooting up everybody, they never hitting targets. That's why we was like, all jokes aside, they don't know how to shoot.
They
don't. Listen, if you watch when you see these people on the street doing the stupid stuff that they do, they don't know how to shoot. They don't. They know how to shoot. And my thing is that, and when it comes to law enforcement and when it comes to people that are trained, on how to shoot. And somebody made a good point. Let me get back to this person. This is where I want to go. If they break in while you're asleep, right? You're most likely won't have time to equip anyway. And they're right. They're absolutely right. I had to 100% agree with that. Is that if someone breaks in your house, you have very little chance of now.
Oh, speaking.
There's a little bit of a reverse with that. Now, here's what I say by a little bit of reverse. In Jay's situation, he would probably have more time than the average person. And the reason why I say that is because he have dogs.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I say that. So if you're a person that have dogs dogs are like an alert system.
Yeah.
Especially if you have dogs that are trained to be on alert and know when it's it. So I think if you have dogs and you hear noises, it might give you a few more seconds.
Yep.
Get well prepared, especially if you know that if you got them dogs and be like, "Roar," you know it's something there that ain't supposed to be there. If they just like, "Roo, roo," it might be somebody walking by, noises they hear and stuff. But if the dogs start to get aggressive, you know that somebody's coming in a person that own, and I don't have a dog, but I do understand when you own animals, they have certain behaviors. If you pay, it's like a kid. If you got a kid and you had your kids long enough, you be like, the kid like, you're not gonna go run in that room because that's a spoiled cry. He just crying,
right?
They screaming, ah! That's going as a parent, you be like, oh, something's wrong. You know the difference. You know the spoiled cry. It's the same thing with animals. If you got animals you had them long enough, you know a bark, some annoying bark where they just somebody walking by, something like that. And you know that other bark that says, oh, I better get ready. So my point is you might have an opportunity to get a little bit more prepared than the average if you actually have a dog that's, even if you have a little dog, little annoying ones too. I hate them little things, man. But yeah, go ahead, Jay. I'm gonna run through the chat.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting on you. I got you. I got something to share on the screen there.
Yeah, all right. We already went through that part, but I'm trying to get down to see Aaron Lawrence, current situation in Sweden.
Are they stationed in the military?
Okay, but yeah, now we're gonna click on Aaron. I don't know. I think you stationed in the military, but if you are, thank you for your service. All right, let me go to here because I know we was trying to get this up. All right, what level is this? 3. Okay.
Here's the funny part. It's a level 3. It's also anti-stab, right? So take a wild guess on where a person like myself is going to shoot you at if I see you walk in front of me with a
headshot.
I'm gonna hit you in the head. I'm not even gonna aim at your chest. I'm not aiming at your shoulders. I'm gonna hit you in the head. Simple. And go ahead.
Now, I know military, they wear the helmets and stuff like that and stuff, and a lot of them stuff like that for that very reason. But it's only but so, but I'm not even going to try to hit the body if I know that's what's there.
Exactly.
Right. Now, I'm going to shoot arms, legs. The legs, if I can hit you. Now, here's the thing what people don't realize is that the reason why most people train to the body is because that's the one place it's hard to move. Like, if you're shooting for arms and somebody's doing this and legs, it's hard to hit that. This is the reason why you go here. But if I can't get here, the next best thing is what? That's a whole lot of stuff on there.
Listen. I'm at a loss for word. That's way too much because I can tell you right now, the most he'll be able to pull out is 2. Because by the time he realizes he got the other 3, he's either in a position where he's like he needs something bigger or something more powerful.
See, like now, again, I think it has a lot to do with your lifestyle. Like, of course, law enforcement and stuff like that. You should have it because it still minimizes someone's ability to off you because they don't have a whole lot of easy spots to shoot. So you got to be a better shot. And so I get that part, but that's a whole lot of stuff on you.
It is,
and it almost looked restrictive. Like I never put one on, so I don't know.
Well, the funny thing is, it's not restrict. It doesn't really restrict you. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. The thing is that what makes it difficult for anyone who thought about getting this is finding the right size. That's where the problem comes in. They always run getting the wrong size. They just want to get it. And then, of course, if they don't have their size, like, for example, it does not come in the extra large.
So if you was to put that on, the bottom part would stop.
Yeah. Yeah. In other words, your gonad protector, it becomes your belly bump protector. So, I mean,
yeah. I mean,
I've seen so many different ones, and it's still, you know, it's to me it's
that's
still
the anti-stab.
It's also anti-stab.
Okay, I'm reading it now. It says anti-stab.
So if you don't get shot, you get stabbed, you still get protected because it does not allow the point of the knife to go through. A lot of correction officers use this style inside the
correctional facilities.
Yeah, because it's full purpose.
$700, man,
and that's on sale.
I see.
So, you know, again,
why is trying to protect yourself is so expensive? All right, so on here, I'm trying to see what. All right, it says level 4, level 3.
This is the part that you really that you really want to know.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking to see what it would stop.
Let me try to get it bigger so you can see it. Hold on, let me see. I think I can get it bigger. Just give me 30 seconds.
No problem.
I think
okay, up 244 Magnum. Now, see that's all right for the average handgun, but a lot of these fools are walking around with ARs now.
Exactly. So you spend $700 to get this, and you think you're gonna walk up to somebody who's got an AK or right. M16 or a carbine, you know, an AR. Hell, you might walk up with somebody who's got a 302 and it's like, you know, a 308.
You want to hear something crazy?
Or 30R6.
You want to hear something crazy?
Go for it.
Telephone book, an old telephone book stops most of those.
Yes, an old school telephone book. You're absolutely right.
So you can go get a telephone book and some duct tape. Hey, you're right there.
Yeah. That's why they were such a big thing back in the day in prisons. You know, because
telephone book. Listen, a telephone book. Guess what else is a telephone book? Stop. A knife.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what else? It also slows down a baseball bat.
Yeah. Now, a telephone book, they brought them to your house for free.
Yeah. Then they charge you a damn penny for it.
Well, all you need was a telephone book and some handy duct tape for about a good $30. You can make your own vest.
That's right. And they didn't only drop off one, they dropped off a whole case.
I know.
Because I remember back in the day, I had 3 cases of telephone books in front of my door. I was like, what the hell am I doing with all these books?
They got too heavy and they didn't feel like taking them to the rest of the house.
Yeah, I know they didn't want to give them back to them.
He's like, here, can you take all these books and hand them to your neighbors when you see them?
That's right. I got something for you, Ron, that even I think you should get.
Uh-oh.
We're going to switch the subject a little bit here. I
Okay.
really think you should get this. I personally think you, Ron, should have in your house. Don't ask why until you see it. You'll understand why I said you need this in your house. All right?
It's probably a casket.
I won't hurt you like that. I won't hurt you like that. I won't hurt you.
All right. I like that.
This, Ron, I think you should have in your house.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you're right.
When
I should.
When I seen this, I said, this is what Ron needs. Ron definitely needs this in his house.
Yeah.
Because the time frame that damn weapon comes out of its holster is literally under half a minute. So once it gets activated, that thing, whoop.
How does it come up? Is it voice controlled or a button or?
It's a button. Button. Fingerprint, code.
Home. I like that though. And actually, the actual lamp don't look bad.
No, they got various ones, but I think that one looked nicer. That one looks nice. That one looks more non-conspicuous.
Yeah, it don't.
So
now, since we on the subject of this concealing stuff, what do you think about those concealed bags? Those gun bags. Yeah, you know them gun bags they be wearing right here, and it's supposed to be concealed. You can pull your firearm out.
Well, I gotta say it depends on the person. Honestly, it depends on the person, because I think a female should have it, because a female can hide it and get away with it so well, and no one would expect her to have it. So I think
when they first came out, it was a good idea. Not so much anymore.
Really?
And I'm explaining to you why. And the reason why is that because everybody know what they are now, if they see you with it, they're going to immediately assume it's a gun in it.
Okay.
That's why I just said it was beginning was a great idea. But after a while, it's like, oh, they got one of those gun bags.
Right.
They got a gun bag. So at that point, the element of surprise is no longer there because you got a gun bag.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I say I don't think you should not have one. I think for women and stuff like that, it probably will be, again, like you kind of was saying, was for a woman, because women are typically known for carrying some type of bag.
Right.
You probably have a better chance. But for a man walking around with a gun bag on, 9 times out of 10, they're going to look at it and say, that's a gun bag. That means they got a gun in there. Even though it's concealed, yes, it's concealed, but it's concealed in a gun bag.
Right.
Right. So there's really not a concealment there. You just don't see the gun.
Yeah. Captain K, welcome back. Appreciate you stopping on by. Hope you have some fun again tonight and everything is well, because I see you here with us. So I know everything is going well. Appreciate you. Now, if you remember in our first segment, Ron, I showed you this female, Mrs. Red Phoenix. Her and her husband are former military.
Right. And
she has a plethora of concealment garments, from boots, the inner thigh, under the shoulder, belly button, waistband, hip, pocketbook. She got a gym bag that she had her carbine wrapped inside it.
Yeah, I think she had one under her eyelashes. Y'all don't pay me no attention.
If she ever comes at us, I'm gonna say he did it. He's the one that said it, not me. I don't want you coming at me. Hell's thinking no. But now,
but you
Ron,
think about it. Some of these girls be wearing them big joints, like those real
listen,
big eyelashes that be out here like this.
looking like freaking Jeffrey the giraffe.
I know. So if they that long, they probably can cuff them back and conceal.
Listen, you know what the worst part about that statement is? I mean, it sounds freaking hilarious, right? But let me tell you something. Back in the day, girls used to hold razor blades inside their jaw.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yes.
So when you talk about a girl that got Jeffrey Giraffe freaking eyelashes and she got something hiding there, I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised.
Man, I won't be surprised. Go ahead.
Hit that share button, brother.
All right, hold up. Let's bring it to the stage.
This is an item that you also should get.
All right, so I seen these.
You seen them? Right.
Yeah, I seen these. I seen these at the gun show. At the gun show.
Okay.
These are the ones that have at the rifles in the back of it.
Yes.
Yeah, I seen these in the gun show, and I actually the funny thing is I was actually going to put them as my at one point background.
Okay.
Just for aesthetics wise. But I like it. I like what's in it. Well, not the handgun so much.
The one I seen was a shelf. It looked like a mantle.
Yeah, mantle. I seen that too.
Again, it's good if you know it's there and you don't want someone else to know it's there. But unfortunately, with the way social media works and everything on the internet, if you just Google it and you're into that kind of person that you're going to go hunting down, those are the places you're going to go hit first. Like you said in one of our segments, people leave they firearms in the car because they can't go into certain buildings with it, and then they're trying to figure out why it got stolen. Hello, same thing here. So you have all these fancy little things hanging around your house, and the right burglar comes in, they may go straight for those things instead.
Right.
You know, again, the best weapon, I believe, like you said a moment ago, in the home is your firearm and an animal that can hear and make noise before they even coming out.
I think even though I don't have animals, I just think that first line of defense, having an animal, in my opinion, is probably, in some cases, probably better than actually having a firearm.
Yeah.
And because that first alarm, when you got an animal, because especially if you know your animal, and when I say animal, I mean more so dogs. I ain't gonna say animal, dogs. Dogs, a good trained dog that you know your dog, you know his routine, their routine, the dog, how they bark and stuff like that. That alarm system gives you a fighting chance to get prepared for what possibly may become. Now, the second alarm, again, go back to the dog. God forbid, when the dog go quiet, you mean they already took the dog out.
Yep.
That's really lets you know that it is 100% serious at this point. Because if the dog, you know your dog ain't gonna go quiet, and you hear your dog go aggressively, and then all of a sudden the dog ain't doing anything no more. You know that they done already.
Look, if a person gets inside somebody's home that has that kind of protection, has a pet in the house, a dog rather, as we were saying, and you don't hear that dog no more, you better make sure you're going downstairs or wherever it is that you last heard that dog. You better go in that room expecting to kill whatever's in there.
Right.
Bottom line.
Because at that point, they done already eliminated the dog.
Exactly. And they're there to cause harm. Bottom line.
They are 100% there to kill you. And here's the thing. Once they decided to come to your house, in my head, you already trying to hit it, kill me. I don't give a darn. Now, I'm not saying that I'm right. If you came to my house and you're breaking in my house, this is just my head. I am not going to assume that you're here just to steal and leave. I ain't worrying about why you're here. I am 100% at I'm killing.
I second that.
I will not try to figure out if you're trying to steal and leave. I ain't no. You made the decision when you chose that, wherever you chose it at before you came to the house.
That's right.
Once
That's
you
right.
come here, if you didn't knock on my door and say, "Hey, how you doing? What's up, Mr. Brown? Whoever you are," and we having a conversation and stuff, and I invite you in at some point, if I even do that, because 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna get invited in either. I don't know you. You're not coming to my house. I mean, it's just me. But if you break in my house, I am not trying to figure. Listen, I don't care what the law says. The law is not right here, right now, in the moment, trying to save my life. If you come to me, I am 100%, and you break in my home, I am not trying to figure out, are you here for cereal milk? No, I'm trying. You at that point, you're gonna get eliminated. I am not trying to figure that part out. If you want some Fruity Pebbles, you should have went to the supermarket. You shouldn't have came to my house.
You're right. You're right. You're right. And I second that. I mean, I totally agree. I was reading a story actually. Sean, you gave out his big secret. Sean, you gave away his secret for target practice. He needs to make sure that he has targets.
Yeah, Sean. Let me explain something to you. Ain't nothing more better than taking a piece of shit and piling them under a bunch of shit. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Sean. You know, you think I don't know why you decide to go in the business of collecting shit? There's no better way to hide the stench of a dead body than to pile some more shit.
We now know. Matter of fact, Sean, FYI, Sean, I'm telling you now, if you ever need a facility that will be very inexpensive for you to dispose of your fruits of your labor, he got a house that he's looking for. You can go ahead and dump 300 yards. Literally dump shit in his house. He'd be more than glad to take all your shit. He'll do it with open arms, take all your shit.
Where you going? Don't throw that shit away. And showing me walk around like, why this dude can't take every time I'm like, he don't want me to. Ron, how much shit do you really need?
Don't ask no question. He needs to dump his shit on there. Look, we got a deal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I can only imagine how many farmers, what do you call those people that collect the horse manure and stuff like that, like mulch and, because they mix the
they mix the mulch
and all that stuff with the horse manure. I wonder, because there's a place not far from me that has a pile of that stuff. Because I guess they manufacture or whatever.
Right.
That pile never gets low.
No. The shit business is good business.
So I'm telling you, there's some dead bodies under that pile because that pile never goes low.
Look. There's a reason why there's decomposed bone in mulch. You got to figure out where the bone comes from.
So I'm showing up there. He's like, man, I don't throw that pool away. I'll bag that pool up.
Yeah.
He got a whole storage facility, bags labeled body concealment.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, if you ain't got nothing else, I got something else for you.
What you got?
Give me 30 seconds there, brother. 30 seconds.
I'm trying to look. I don't know where I lost him. I know we going to go back into the survival thing that we were talking about last week, but we ain't got to get back to that.
All right.
It was something else.
I want this, Ron.
You want what?
I'm about to show you. This is what I want, and if if I get my hands on this, Ron, you can best believe I'm going to invite you.
Probably gonna be something I'm gonna want.
I'm going to invite you the day I
What's
order
up,
it,
Brian? How you doing?
so that we can both
My
have fun.
my weapon of choice for my house is a rocket launcher.
Yeah, you might change your mind after you see this one. Run it,
Let's
Ron.
go. I like it already. I see Gatlin. That's a choice. How much is that?
God, look here now. You come at my house, and I got this put on the porch deck like that. You can best believe. You better pray to the gods of the gods.
The people with land get to have a whole lot of fun.
These guys think it's a water gun at a freaking carnival.
Looks like fun to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once I seen that barrel, that multi-barrel, like, oh, that's a Gatling gun right there. That's
yes, baby. Gatlin it. Yeah, baby.
The gun range, the gun range I go to, they got a Gatling gun in there you can rent to use. It's a 9. It only shoot 9mm, but they got the old style crank Gatling.
Ooh.
It's cool though. I never used it though, but
Japanese musket. Yes, that's a nice one. Yes, good choice.
But I'll definitely, if I don't, I would get one of that. I wonder how much it is.
Depends.
That means I have to start a whole new account for something else. I'm still working on my 50 caliber. I'm still working on my 50 BMG.
Look, I don't know if this is a real video. I saw a video. They sent me a video of a guy using a 50 cal. He was playing Christmas songs with the 50 cal.
Oh yeah, I seen that. It's real.
It's real.
Yeah, he had the drum on it, right? The 50 caliber drum on it.
No,
you ain't. Oh man,
I seen that one too, but not the one I'm talking about. It was because the one you're talking about is him and another guy playing. This guy, he literally just got a mag. He's got the mag put in, and he's got 2 of them. One in each arm. Playing Christmas songs.
That's a strong dude too. You gotta be. You know how much a 50 caliber BMG weighs? That's almost a 30-pound rifle. I mean gun. Now 30 pounds, you may say, 30 pounds. But you talking about 30 pounds, and then you got another couple of pounds of bullets in there. Yeah, and then you're trying to hold it, and then depending on the length of the barrel, now it's even heavier because you're trying to. Sounds like fun to me.
I looked at the video and I said, "Who this guy thinks he is? RoboCop? Like really?" And you see his arm going like this while he's playing. I'm like, that is one expensive hobby.
That's a very expensive hobby.
Yeah. We're talking anywhere between $10 to $20 per bullet. And you just blowing them into the wind, literally just blowing it into the wind.
And then upload it on video, put it on YouTube.
And make only $100 for it.
You might have got $20 back from YouTube for the video.
Exactly. Like, really? It's pointless.
It was fun though, man. You did it for fun.
Look, that's an expensive look. You want to have some fun. You want to have fun, Ron. This is something that you got to have fun with. All right. This be the last one for you. This be the last one. If you want to have fun, I recommend this right here. Oh, volume.
Yeah, we ain't got no volume.
simulation. And I'm not going to do a voiceover the whole time because it is actually hilarious. A time was had. So we get into the room. They give us a shock pack and somebody in here talking about some termites. The instructor was like, let's start at level 3.
It's probably best you need to go to the cabin.
We chose the police simulation, so every time you get shot, you feel a shock in your back. The instructor tells you to use your voice as the simulation does respond to your commands. But this man learned real quick why this guy said, let's leave it at level 3. That shock pack will have you on your knees. In the simulation, you're getting shot in the front, but you feel it in the back. Your mind all confused. You can do a variety of different situations. We had some DV cases, mass shootings, and even some de-escalations. Each simulation came with a new challenge. Child, even a little lesson on how to hold my gun.
If you ever want to see how unprepared you are,
he was into it.
Unprepared, not just the resource.
So you sleeping on my head. Hey! Put the gun down. It's okay. Sir. It's another one, somebody else.
All around 10 out of 10. This experience was so much fun. We laughed the entire time. After the simulation, we grabbed food in the cafe. And why would a gun range ever have food this good? All of this in such a
That's hilarious. That was funny. I would love to do that. That looked like fun.
It does look like fun. It looked like a whole lot of fun, right? And of course, I dove a little bit more into it. And there's only one location that does that.
Where?
Okay, and it is a lot of fun. I mean, I looked at all the videos from the store. They got a plethora of videos where people went in there. But that couple right there, that guy and girl there, they were the funniest ones ever. The thing was when she's standing there, she's got the gun. No, you gotta stop shooting.
First of all, and so many, and this is where I tell people, like, sometimes you don't realize how unprepared you are for something.
Yes.
Until you're in the moment. Now, I think I like that simulation thing because now you start to see. Remember we were talking about on the last show about you get to pick two. One of the things was the two people you're gonna pick.
Right.
Now,
right.
if me and you, let's just say me and you was at that stimulate in that situation. God. By the time it's over with, we probably gonna look at each other like, I ain't picking you. Yeah, I ain't picking you either.
I'm like, Ron, you didn't give me a chance to shoot, man. You shot them all.
But again, it goes to show you that when people don't realize because listen, if you notice, the dude was on the floor a whole lot.
Yes, he was.
Apparently, that thing must shock you to the point where your nervous system, kind of like you getting tasered almost.
No, it's worse than that.
When he's going down,
it's a point that it actually feels like you actually getting hit with a bullet.
Right. So
every time a bullet hits you, I think so if you got
I like it because it kind of tells you. I'll probably be going that place every week, man.
You ain't never lied, and it's not that expensive. I mean, really looking at it, it's not really expensive. Yeah. Based on what the girl was saying,
right?
It's not that expensive. It's
good.
It's definitely good training.
Yeah.
It gives you a real life.
I'm gonna
experience.
be honest with you. Up here where I live at, that place would do well.
Look, there's a reason because there's no gun. You don't have the right to carry. You got restrictions.
It looks like so much fun, man. Like
It is.
If you walk out of that place and you ain't laughing at yourself and whoever you went in there with, you went in there for the wrong reason. Because I'm be honest,
Exactly.
I will be on the floor.
Yes.
I know I'm gonna get killed fast because I'm gonna be laughing too hard.
I was laughing so hard when I saw the guy slap the side of his leg. Come on, dog. Come on.
Now, them two done swung
He
the
had no clue what he's doing.
right. Because I'm watching these two, and they done aimed the gun at each other like 4 or 5 times easily. Like, they don't wave the gun where I'm at. Like, what are you doing?
Talk about friendly fire.
Like,
the person that's supposed to help you protect the house shot you. I'm just saying that. I mean,
but it will it'll open your eye. I think that will open your eyes, let you know how unprepared you really are. Like,
yeah,
we can talk this stuff all we want to, but when you're in some type of simulation and you're trying to figure out, and honestly, I think it actually turned out to be some very good training because you're gonna find out your weak points.
Yeah.
You're gonna find out how unprepared you. A lot of times you think you're good at something, you're gonna find out how not good you are.
How inexperienced you are when it comes to certain situations.
Right. So I think that's a great situation. I would love to go, and I would love to be involved, and I would record every minute of it. And see, you know
Absolutely.
me, I don't.
Absolutely.
And I would not edit one thing out. It would not get edited.
From the minute you walk in the door, they already recording you. They tell you they're gonna record you, and then of course at the end you can buy the videotape.
And I would, and I'd be like, don't edit nothing. I want it. I want it
Absolutely.
clean cut. All mistakes and all.
That's right. Bloopers, everything, every stinking thing. Even me screaming on the ground crying because I got hit so many damn times.
Yeah, that because them two was hilarious.
They look. I must have watched maybe about 40, 50 videos of that simulation store. Because
I never seen that. I didn't even know they had one in the mountain. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. It's only one facility. They only have one Gumtree facility that has that simulation. And it's not only guns. They also got it for archery. They have it for if you want to do golf as well. So they have entertainment for you. Which is pretty cool.
I think the facility that I go to, the range that I go to, they could probably put that there.
Probably.
Yeah, because they got the way that place is built and designed. They probably would make out better having that in that facility because they got a lot of space in there.
Right.
Just for the gun simulation because it's a gun range.
Right.
So I think they would make out well there.
Do you hunt as well as shoot for self-defense?
All right.
I'll let you start that one.
I'm from the city. Though I want to go hunting, I ain't never been. Now, does that mean I wouldn't? Do I want to hunt? Heck yeah. I just never been hunting. I go to the range for this. I love going. Like when I go to the range, sometimes I go for practice, but most of the time I go just to enjoy myself. That's honest, and that's being real honest. Sometimes I go for practice, but most of the time I go just to enjoy myself. I try not to make it such a serious event. I try to enjoy myself when I go there, and it's still practice, but the practice usually only lasts about a good 5 minutes there. After a while, I'm just having fun.
Right.
But yeah, you go ahead, Jay. You got it.
Well, I like to hunt, but I don't go hunting. Hunting is very expensive. Okay. So that's why I don't do that. And I also look at it like this. If I'm going to hunt, I prefer to hunt somebody that's coming in my property.
Now, question. Since you brought up hunting, right? Hold on, let me see what they say.
I haven't to judge simply by the look on your face. This over here.
All right, I'm gonna pose this question to me, to Jay.
Wait, no, time out. Flag on the play. Hold on, Sean. You have hit the nail on the head with blindfolds on. I'm tell you like that. If you want to see how angry he gets, watch one of his fishing for catfish. How angry he got when the catfish got off the fishing line.
You know, I remember the one. Man, I was mad. And I knew it was a heavy big one too. And that line snapped.
You talking about somebody who gets highly angry that they done lost their hunt?
Closest
person
to me is getting slapped. Doing it. I told you don't make no noise. I didn't do anything. I don't care. Somebody gonna blame this, not me. Now I'm gonna pose a question.
Down that damn deer.
I'm gonna pose a question. Hold on. Jay is freezing right now, but it's really cold down there where he at too, because even the screen is freezing.
Listen, it's still cold. It's cold now.
And Sean, if you're still on the chat, if you could go hunting, right? You had one chance to go hunting, and you get to hunt anything you want. And I'm talking about any animal you could possibly want. Still alive or extinct. What would it be?
Oh, damn.
Now, here's the thing. I'm going to give y'all a chance to think about that. We're going to run the commercial. We're going to come right back, and that gives y'all a chance to think about that. If you had an opportunity to go hunting, what would you hunt? And rather it's still alive or extinct, and we're going to run a 30-second commercial, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to get everybody's opinion on their comment on that.
Fellas, ladies, you're looking for lotions, you're looking for beard oils, but unfortunately everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and they're probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
And make sure y'all get that 15% discount on that purchase of $35 or more on the Top to Bottom hair and skincare products. And you know what? I was going to exclude human beings, but I have to agree with this one. But I'm going to exclude human beings. No human.
I didn't think you caught that.
Oh, no, I caught it. And I agree with them. But we're going to exclude human beings for now. We only go with animals alive or extinct.
You're going to laugh at mine.
Your choice.
Snow leopard,
snow leopard, or Siberian tiger.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Large cats.
Okay, cool. I like it. Okay. What about you, Jay?
Ready? This is not a joking matter. It's real. You gotta hear me out. It's not to be funny.
Right. Prepare yourself for it.
I want to hunt a family of chipmunks.
I'm afraid. I'm gonna talk to the gun right now. Hold on. I am afraid to ask because I know, and this is going somewhere it probably should not go. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now we're back.
Look, if you can hit a damn chipmunk when it's running, you're a damn good shoot. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay, I've seen enough people going after squirrels almost every other day. Going after squirrels. I ain't seen that many people hunting that no chipmunk. But I've seen a chipmunk haul ass before. I was man in the head now. If you can hit a chipmunk while it's running, you born bad motor scooter shooter. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Sean said bison tastes really good. I never had bison, but I do want to have it. But he said chipmunk tastes like turpentine though. Now remember what I said. I said alive,
right,
or extinct.
Right.
That means you had the option to hunt anything that's alive today, or anything that was here before, extinct, whatever. That means animal-wise. So that means if it was a dinosaur, if it was a whatever, all the way down to a chipmunk. Now, and you get to choose what weapon you hunt with. So I'm not putting no limits.
Oh, you didn't say that. You didn't say that. But okay, go ahead.
You get to choose what weapon you hunt with. You don't. I mean, like you can hunt with a tank if you want it. Up to a tank.
I'm taking a bazooka to go hunt down damn chipmunk. That ain't fair.
If I had an opportunity to go hunting,
right,
a one-time opportunity to go hunting, and I could hunt anything that I wanted to hunt, it's probably going to be a T-Rex. Although I know I have zero chance of survival.
Zero.
Although I know I have zero chance of survival.
The first thing is, what the hell are you going to shoot it with?
I'm going to take a tank.
What? You won't even have time to turn around fast enough to even hit it.
That's okay. I just want to get one shot off.
You won't be able to get the one shot off because by the time the damn thing.
Well, not the old tanks. They got better ones now. They got faster ones. They got, you know what I mean? No. But if I got a chance, you wouldn't want to hunt T-Rex?
No.
They like, no. I don't even want to be in the presence of a T-Rex.
Look, them animals are extinct for a reason. Okay? They were not made to live amongst human beings because they're carnivores. There's a reason for that.
Oh man, Sean, that's funny.
That's a good one, Sean. That's a good one. That's a good one.
T-Rex.
Well, I tell you, look, no.
I mean, honestly speaking, all right, just so you understand this, I mean, of course, I'm joking around about a T-Rex. Ain't no way in the world I survived that. But I do want to hunt something that's a bit threatening.
I remember some time ago, you had turned around and said that you wanted to go boar hunting.
Yeah, definitely. Wild boar hunting, I do want to do it. I want to do it. Now, although I don't want to be in a helicopter, I did think that was extremely fun being in that helicopter, and they would just lighten them up.
Look, if you think for one moment you can go boar hunting in a helicopter, you got to be the most stupidest person ever. Because the boar is running top speed. That means you have to be so good.
You never watch them boar hunt from a helicopter? You got to see that, bro.
I've seen it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You're going to waste a lot of ammo because you're going to miss.
But that's my point. You're going to go through at least 4 mags before you even come close to hitting one.
But they were taking them down. But again, you're going to do a lot of miss shooting because you're trying to hit a more. You're moving and trying to hit a moving target.
And not only that, you have a wind trajectory that's already messing around with your round.
See, I'm not the only one that's a bit cuckoo.
No.
Me and Sean think alike. You know what I mean? We innovative. You know what I mean? We see the value in the T-Rex.
Look, yabba dabba do.
Yeah, I would too. When Aunt like the bug was talking about that, them brontosaurus burgers and
Look,
them big ribs that Fred used to have. But yeah, if I watched them try to hunt when they was hunting from the helicopter, and of course I seen them waste a lot of animal. But I think the reason, like, I just think it was fun. Like, I'm not accuracy. Yeah, you're not gonna be very accurate with that. You're gonna probably waste probably 60% of the ammo easily on the low end. Yeah, just hitting dirt and stuff. But if I could hunt outside of hunting it like a wild boar, of course that's something I could do. I can actually do at any moment or whatever if I had time to go. But if I had one opportunity to hunt something and it was a one-time event, and I could go hunt, although I like them, it will probably be a grizzly bear.
So I can't do that either.
And I would have to take my 458. I ain't trying to get up on it.
I can't. I don't foresee killing something that really doesn't do any harm to anybody.
I wouldn't kill it because it do harm. If I had to hunt something, if I wanted to hunt something, and I had one time to do it, not like go hunting, just one time to do it.
Well, shit,
outside of a grizzly bear, huh?
For that matter, why don't you just go hunt the damn shark with a damn harpoon gun?
Hell no.
Why not?
I'm not. Listen, no. See. Grizzly, we still both on land. Nah, I ain't going in no water hunting nothing in water. Like, see that the water is for water creatures. Land is for land creatures.
You want a challenge? That's a challenge. Let's see how fast you can move in their environment.
Nah, I'm good. I ain't listen. I seen how. Listen, when I see people swimming with sharks, I be rooting for the shark. When I see people swimming with whales, I be rooting for the whale. When I see people swimming anywhere in that water with fish that ain't supposed to be there, I don't care if it's a giant grouper. I be rooting for the why? Because you shouldn't be in their face. I don't understand that. Like, if you notice when y'all see me go fishing, where am I at? I'm in land, putting it in water.
Yeah.
But I'm not on water. Now, I've been on a boat.
I've been in the ocean with the animals before.
But I ain't gonna no. You ain't got.
It
Listen,
scared the
I
shit
can
out of me
swim.
when I seen that damn whale's eye come out the damn ocean. I was like, no, I need to go back to the land. That when I seen that eye come out, no. I said that's enough. No.
Listen, I can swim. I am a very good swimmer. I can swim in just about any type of water, and I can swim very, very fast. I mean, far, fast, and long. I got very good endurance in swimming. But guess what I'm not doing? I ain't swimming with sharks. I ain't swimming with whales. I'm not scuba diving. I ain't doing none of that.
I'm guilty. Did it all.
Yeah, see, I ain't doing that. Listen. And people say, oh, it's so safe. It is so, listen, there are certain places I feel like as a human being, I'm not supposed to be. And two of them come to mind. I live life on land. That's why I don't go in airplanes, because that's the sky. That's for the birds and the bees.
Literally.
Right. And I ain't going down in no ocean with all of the ones down there too. That's their space. Listen, I don't even go in gang members' territory because that's their territory. So if you go into someone else's territory and something happened to you, shouldn't have been there. They're going to ask you questions.
That's true.
Why was you there in the first place?
That's true.
I can get somebody out of y'all land. I can get a fishing rod, bait it up, wait for y'all to go hit the fishing rod, take you out of your world and bring you back to mine. and then eat you. Same thing with the birds. I can go get a shotgun, pow, bring you out of your land, your world, down to my world, cook you up,
right.
and eat you.
You ain't
Why
right.
no? Y'all know I'm just acting a fool right now, but
You ain't right. You know, I got to piggyback off of what Sean
what's up,
said.
Bam Bam? I ain't see you there, bro. God bless you, man. God bless you. Go ahead, Jay.
Nephew Bam Bam, always good to see you. Glad you swang on through. Swang, yeah, I said it, swang on through. You know why I said swang. You know, orgy cordialism. I'm just gonna say it like that. Glad you swang on through. Now, Sean said that he wouldn't mind hunting human beings.
Right.
Now, I've done watched more movies about people who hunt human beings.
Yeah.
Now, do you understand why they hunt human beings?
Well, some of them hunt human beings for especially when you fill out that, when you go get that driver's license, you put on there. Do you want to be a organ donor or not? And you check, oh, I want to donate my organs to somebody that survived. At that moment, you signed up for death. You already made the list of, we need to check their medical records and see how healthy they are today. Oh, yeah. Well, we got this billionaire that's about to die, and we know that this person right here is a perfect match. So we gonna, I ain't doing nothing.
But
next thing you know, somebody else is wearing your heart. It wasn't even. Now here's the thing, y'all know we got the life pills.
I was just about to say that.
If you donated your organs, you might want to go get that extended life pill so that you won't die before your time. Because if you donate your organs, they're gonna come get you and try to take you out of here before your time.
Well, I went the other way with that one. My bad. But hell, I think you already done that already. You did that. You did that for a specific entity because you was told to do it. So hell, you done did it. Hell, we done did it. I'm just saying.
He said humans don't even look like they taste good.
You know,
look tough and chewy.
This goes back to a movie I saw back in the 70s about a plane that crashed. People had to eat other human beings. I hear it all the time. People say they won't eat another human being. But when your stomach is scratching the middle of your back, you're going to eat that human being.
You're right.
That. And if you get the right type of person that knows how to cook meat and disguise that meat that you won't even know what you're eating, you'll eat it. I put it like this. My niece loves eating blood sausages.
Look, what? Say that again?
Blood sausage.
I never heard of blood sausage. What the hell is that?
You never heard? Ron.
You people weird, man.
You never heard of a blood sausage?
No.
Oh, all right, Ron. I'm gonna send you that one. I'm not gonna gross you out on the live, but I'm gonna send you that. I'm gonna send you a picture of that one. Okay. But I can tell you like this. When I saw her eating that for the first time in my life, when she pulled that damn thing out and started eating it, you talking about someone who was hurled left and right, and then I was hurling when she was eating it. When she told me what it was, I said, now I understand why you able to eat just anything. I said, I got another. Of course, this is when I was skinny. I said, I'm gonna go cut up that fat man. We're gonna see how well you can eat. I'm guessing you looked it up.
I'm trying to look for this. This guy didn't live too far from me. He was a cannibalist.
What the hell? You need to take him out.
Oh no, they caught him, but I can't think of his name. It wasn't Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh man, what was his name? He was in Philadelphia. I cannot think of this guy's name. Gary Heimlich.
Oh God.
You Google Gary Heimlich, right? I think it was Gary Heimlich. Gary Heimlich.
Right.
He was a cannibalist in Philadelphia.
Really?
Yep. I don't know how you spell his last name, man.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was, little nephew. I used at one point in life I weighed 85 pounds soaking wet. And trust me, I'm not happy about it.
Ugh, that's disgusting looking.
That's a blood sausage.
It looked like bad manufactured Oreo cookies.
Well,
That's disgusting.
And it's you know what the worst part is? Look, little nephew, that's why I'm fat now. Dang it.
That's disgusting looking.
I'm sorry. Look, when my niece turned around and challenged me to eat that thing, I said, I'll give you $1,000 just to take that shit away from my face. I told her just like that. I said, take $1,000, get out my face with that damn thing. Let me put that shit over here. Hell no.
That's disgusting looking.
It is. And it smells horrible.
It looked like it does.
It smells horrible. But now, and I put that up because, of course, we was talking about hunting certain game. Now, I can tell you like this. I got to draw the line when it comes to certain animals, regardless. These look like polar bear feces. It's not even close. If I was to tell you where it comes from and how it's made, you'd probably just throw up in your mouth just by hearing about it. I'm just gonna say that like that. But now, now I got a question for you, Ron. I know we talked about this before.
Yeah, go ahead.
Doing a drill. Would you be willing to teach someone how to drill in their home, or would you take them to your home and drill them?
Pause.
Why'd your brain go that way? Why would your brain go that? This is not the Fracas show. This is a Firearms Friday. What really? Ron, it's not 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday.
I know.
It's a little after. It's a little after 8 p.m. on a Friday. It's Firearms Friday. Drill. You use the term drill. I'm only saying the same thing you said. Why you need to turn it into a Fracas show?
So the question is, will I drill them in their house?
All right, let me say this another way. Would you teach somebody how to clear their own house in their house, or would you teach them how to clear a house in your house?
In their house.
Why not? Go ahead.
Because it's better for you to practice in the environment that you're going to be in, more likely. Because personally, this is just my take on it, and I'm not going to sit there and tell you I'm a professional and I know all this, but my take on it would be this: is that the drills that will work in my house, scenarios that work in my house, is probably not going to work in their house. It's going to drain. In my opinion, it's going to change drastically based on the layout of the house. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Right.
Like if somebody was to come in my house, there's certain places that I can position myself where I have the drop on you, but you will not be able to get the drop on me at all.
Right.
You wouldn't even know them places existed.
Right.
You would, and I can get to them very, very fast.
Right.
So in my opinion, it would probably be better to do it in the environment that they're going to be in. But if that's not possible, then again, the environment that I am. But I think it would be better to go more so go look at the outlet, go to that person's house or their home, whatever. Look at the outlet, the height, way the house is laid out, room to room to room, and look for ways to better for them to be able to find blind spots, positioning and stuff like that based on how the front door, back door, whatever.
Right.
But that's just my take. I would more so, Brian, it will be in their home. But if that is not possible, then I would probably have to do it in mine or something like that. But I think in your home will be better because if your layout, you lay out your house, and then I have to get to know the layout of your house to kind of know what will work and what wouldn't work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think I would rather come to the person's house and do it and do it there. Because a lot of times people don't not too long ago we had there was a moment where we actually had to go sweep a house.
Right.
And I didn't know the layout of the house. They did.
Right.
But in the process of that, they went places in their house that I didn't know existed.
Okay.
So that's why it was like, okay, it was a learning curve for me because of I'm more of a backup to the person as opposed to the front man because I have to know, like they know their layout. I don't know. So I have to basically just position myself to back the person up as much as possible because I don't know where I'm going into someone else's home as much as they do. And I don't know what to look for. But, that's just to kind of give you a perspective of that.
All right, let's watch this real quick.
Go ahead.
Of 2 to 4 or 5 and clear the room as they would in a non-emergency situation. It's something that we are constantly working with different people, different agencies, and so we need to make sure that everyone kind of has the same general base of knowledge. And then some are a little more advanced, some aren't, but we always have to make sure, like today we're really stressing communication during searching. The teams that do really well in these exercises are the teams that communicate real well. The ones that are miscommunicating or not saying anything, it gets very confusing. People don't know where to be. They don't know where, and everyone has a different idea, but nobody's relaying those ideas. In this.
Now, you see how he said communicating?
See, that's iffy to me.
I'm going to back this up because I want to show you something. I can tell you right now, if I was a training officer for these two guys, I would fire the both of them on the spot. Immediately.
Okay.
Fired. Not even desk duty. Fired. First of all, you never clear a room. You never open a door looking dead into a room. Never. You don't let your partner have his back to the door that you're opening. Because that means if the person is standing to the right of that doorway opening, they're gonna shoot that damn cop in the back of the head. That's first and foremost. You don't clear doors like that.
And so many things that, I mean, honestly, if I was in the house, they both be dead.
Absolutely.
And I know that they just running a scenario. And this is just my thoughts. All right. And for those that understand, I was in the construction field. All right. So I understand how houses are built. I want you to understand what I'm saying. I understand how houses are built. Now, in that facility that they have, the first thing that I noticed is that sheetrock on the walls. Sheetrock don't stop bullets.
That's right.
It ain't gonna. It ain't even going. The amount of slowness is going to bring down the bullets. It's so minute that man. Now, I also understand that when you're framing out a house, each beam is 16 inches, roughly 14 and a half inches apart. 16 dead on center is how they frame out a house. Meaning that every beam behind that wall is supposed to be about 16 inches apart, center of the beam.
Right.
That's how they frame. So if you go from the beam to beam, you got about 14 so much inches between the beam.
Right.
These two morons, in my opinion, and I'm not saying that I know they training, they might be rookies or whatever, but my point is this: if I'm in that room, so when he said about communicating, all right, so if they communicating, how are they communicating? Now, if they got earpieces on, that's fine. Where I can't hear what they saying, that's cool. But if I can hear them say, okay, clear that room, I hear them. All right, so if I see you open up that door, I know you're not going to be in front of that door. You're either going to be on the left of that door or the right of that door. More likely on the side of the door where it opens up. So I'm not even going to try to shoot you through there. I'm going to shoot you through the wall.
I got to laugh, Ron, because you're on point.
Right. I'm going to shoot you through the wall. Now, understanding an older house, different scenario. I live in row homes, right? Row homes, every house is stone brick. Right. But then the framing of the house, there was no rhyme or reasoning to the way that they framed a lot of these old houses.
Right.
There was no industry standard depending on how old the house was.
Right.
The other thing is this, is that most of the old houses, if it still have the old original stuff, it don't just have sheetrock. It had what they call wood lab, which is some thin wood lab that's going across. And it's impacted with spackle. It's impacted with spackle and joint compound, spackle, whatever. Well, we call it joint compound, but back then they called it, I forget what the name of it was.
Cement
And stuff like that. My point is that you had that bullet had to go through wood lab. It had to go through that wood on both sides. So now you're talking about plaster, which is harder than sheetrock.
Right.
Wood lab, which is harder than sheetrock.
Right.
On both sides of the wall, which are harder than sheetrock.
Right.
Now, does that mean it's going to stop the bullet? No. What it will do, it will slow down the bullet more significant, where it might not do as much damage. The other thing is this: you can't tell where the beams are.
Right.
Because there is no way to find them. You can't. It's hard for you to knock and get a hard sound because of the way it was constructed.
Right.
So that's going to make it a lot more complicated, even though you can still attempt it that way. Because the houses had no rhyme reason, beams were just put certain places. Sometimes they would have coming here and then have going here, brought together. There was not a whole lot of rhyme and reason. Because everything is so coordinated and structured a certain way, you kind of don't have to go, like, again, second thing, the doors that they make. Most of these new houses don't have solid core doors. They have what they call hollow doors because they light and flimsy, and they got like cardboard inside of it, and it's all glued together. It's a piece of junk, right? They don't have and even the newer ones aren't as thick as the older ones, which were made of oak wood.
Right.
A lot of the new doors are only pine. Oak is a lot harder than pine wood.
Right.
So if you're a person that understands all of these materialistic things that go into building a home compared to an old home and a new home, that's why I don't like these new homes. I like old homes. You'll understand something. You don't realize that, hey, they going in there to sweep a house. You hiding behind walls. Walls ain't gonna stop this stuff they make.
Right.
So both of them are already dead. Now
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Now the thing about how this relates back to Firearms Friday is because, like you said, depending on the house that you live in or the house that's getting swept, the rounds or the weapon that's being used on the other side of the wall may actually come through the wall. So even at that moment, you're supposed to know how to stand, where to stand when you're sweeping a house. Because even, like, for example, if I know someone's inside my house, I'm gonna shoot through the wall. If I even think for one moment that you're hiding behind a wall, I'm shooting through the wall. And I'm going to be 100% sure that I'm going to hit you because you don't know where I'm shooting at. But I know where I'm shooting at. And I'm going to hit you. Just like, go ahead.
The one thing he did say was, he didn't say it was more like if you're not sure of somebody in the house, meaning that it might not be a real serious situation. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe this is why. But here's what I would have done differently with these two police officers, right?
Go ahead.
If I think somebody's in that room and I'm a police officer and I think somebody's in that room, right? First thing I'm not going to do is communicate. Why are we near that room? The first thing I'm gonna say, okay, let's see what all we can see in that room before we even get that far in.
Right.
Because I'm gonna make my communication far away enough that we can communicate if we have to verbally communicate without any type of technology.
Right.
And then the first thing I'm gonna do is say, okay, here's the thing. That room, that wall is a sheetrock. If someone's on the other right side of that wall, there's a good chance that they might be able to, they probably possibly shoot me or shoot us.
Right.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna be standing up when I go there. I'm gonna crawl on the ground. I'm gonna reach up and grab that knob. I'm gonna have my gun just like this. Swing that door open real hard. I'm gonna push it hard. Because if you're on the other side of that door, if I push that door hard enough, that knob hits that drywall, you're gonna know it, right?
Right.
But if it hits a human being, what's gonna happen?
Oh, they ain't gonna be too happy about that.
They ain't gonna be too happy about it. So why would I open that door up slow? No, I ain't open that door up slow. I'm gonna push that sucker hard as hell, but I'm gonna be on the ground so I can. If you start shooting through the walls, you're more likely not gonna think I'm down. And that don't mean I'm not gonna get shot, but I got a better chance of surviving down on that ground.
I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 days you ain't gonna get hit.
Right. Now, if I push that door hard enough and you behind the door, boom, something. And then that door is not going to go all the way to the wall. And if it hits the wall, 9 times out of 10, that knob's going to go through the sheetrock.
Right.
Which might just actually stop the door there.
Right.
But if that door bounces back real fast, you on the other side of that door, I'm going to shoot on the other side of that door through the wall, and hopefully I hit you.
And that's where.
Or
and that's
if my partner's over there, he can.
Right. And that's where it comes back to the weapon of choice, the
Right.
firearm that we're talking about. And when we talk about that door breaching, that's why shotguns were so famous in breaching doors, because the shotgun was much more better.
Yeah.
Now, I totally agree. I totally disagree how those two police officers were clearing that room, were clearing that house.
Right.
They don't know what they're doing, first of all, because they both would have wound up dead. And when it comes back to clearing your own home, I believe you should never train in your own home. Your own home should be a surprise to you on how you're going to do it, because you automatically go into a fight or flight. So if you learn how to fight in your own home, you already have a benefit of knowing where everything is at. But if you don't know where everything is at, it makes it a little more harder. It makes it a little more harder for you to know, and it makes it stronger to learn. So when you do actually fight in your house, you know how to force your body and your eyes and your ears to focus on things that you know that are out of place.
Well, I mean, I get that point that you're trying to make. Is yeah, I get that point. Now, I get that point where if something is out of place. Now, when I say scenarios in my house, it's more so of do I do it on a regular basis? No, because I already did the scenario.
right.
The scenarios that I run in my house is that what is if I'm in my bedroom and I don't have time to get out of the bedroom, where would be the best place to position myself if they came up, like if they coming up the stairs or coming in the house through the back or whatever case may be.
On the floor with the grenade pull pin.
Huh?
On the floor, grenade pull pin.
Right. I'm saying so that those are when I say scenarios, those are the scenarios of being able to position myself depending on what room I'm in, if that happens to happen, where I have the advantage over someone coming in my room or coming down the steps, up the steps,
right,
through the back, through the front. That's
right.
what I mean by scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Hiding points.
Yeah.
Far as like your house, of course, people move their furniture around, people move stuff around. One thing I tell people is that that I think is a great point is when something is out of place and it's not supposed to be out of place, especially if it's just you and another significant other, and you like, wait a minute. So-and-so ain't been here all day long. Why did that move? Why is that over there or something? That right there should be your sign of, oh, that's an issue.
Right,
you know
right. I agree with that.
But the scenarios that I be talking about is just knowing the layout of your house and finding out. And listen, that don't mean it's guaranteed it's going to work. It's just so that if someone comes in, like let's say you and your significant other, right?
Right.
And you guys are in your room and dog barking, whatever case may be, and you already know that the dogs are the first line of defense, you are the second line of defense. But also, do your significant other know what to do, where to stay, how to position, where to be at when all this is going down? Because a lot of times, some women have the tendency to feel like they can help. No, you're not helping if you're in my way. I need you. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I need you to have your stuff, have yourself ready, position yourself in a way that if I don't survive this, you might be able to, or you might have, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't mean you're going to have, doesn't mean that what I'm saying is going to actually work 100%. But it's hard to, when you, like, if you're having a conversation with your significant other and you're giving one instruction and they decide to do what they want to do, now the communication has broke down.
Right, there's no protection of the home and the scenario now.
You said stay down. You said stay in the room. They come out the room.
Yeah.
You don't know they came out the room.
Yeah.
Now they done made a move and you thought that they were the other person.
Right.
Now you reacted to that. That's why you should. Those are the reasons why I say you should have, I'm going to say scenario or have some type of plan, or, y'all already kind of know somewhat what the move is if something happens.
Right.
Not like, oh, you have to be to that in depth. You know what I mean? Right. Just when I say scenarios, that is the type of scenarios that I mostly be talking about, is just having some basic information to prepare yourself just in case. Go ahead.
Right. I think the best, and this is going to sound weird though, I think the best line of protection when it comes to a couple in a home that has an intruder, I strongly believe that I'm going to say the significant other, the one that's not fully 100% trained on how to clear a home, I'm going to keep it like that, simplified.
Okay.
I believe that person should be the person that's in the bedroom on the floor, laying on the floor, and told, if the door opens, shoot the feet first. Doesn't matter. Now, I also would let them know that if the door opens and you don't see feet, then you know it's me or the significant other. So that way they know what to look for. And they're much more safer on the floor than under a bed, behind a door, behind a dresser, crunched in the corner. They're much more better. To me, I believe they're safer and better on the floor looking at the door versus anything else. That's just my opinion. Mm-hmm. And if you think about it just for a quick moment, as we said a moment ago, an intruder is going to barge in the door. They're going to be scanning height-wise, left and right. But if your significant other's on the floor and they come in, shoot for the feet, the legs. But once they go down, now you can take them out easier because now it's a still target. The target's not moving anymore. They're down, screaming. Now it's over. Now you just have to wait for your significant other to come back to the room. That would be my way of clearing or protecting a home, whether it's a row home, whether it's a two-story home, no matter what it is. Because I strongly know for a fact 99.999% of the intruders do not know what they're looking for.
No, most of the time they don't. They don't even know. They coming in. They coming into an environment. They don't even know what to expect.
Right.
Now, again,
Absolutely.
if they think, my thing is, if you come into someone's house and you don't know what to expect, the first thing you need to assume is everybody have a firearm. Because y'all act like that is exclusive to certain people. No, I'm not saying everybody does.
Depends on the state. Depends on the state.
No, I'm not saying everybody does. I'm saying assume that they do. Because if you come into somebody's house to do something wrong and you just assuming they don't, a matter of fact, if you're a criminal, assume nobody had nothing. Just come in there and just.
That's it. Yeah.
Because you're gonna get surprised. Now, here's the thing. This is why I love shotguns.
Go for it.
All my shotguns have all my slug in my house is slug. I don't have nothing else but slug. I don't use bird, buck, nothing. Everything's slug. That's why I like shotguns. Yep. And I think the scenario of laying on the floor with a shotgun is a good idea.
It's phenomenal.
Right. Now, the only difference with me is I'm going to let them know when I go down them steps, I ain't coming back up. When I go, I'm not coming back. If you don't hear my voice, you see anything come up to that door, shoot through the door. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a police officer. I don't care what.
Well, I agree. I agree.
Shoot through the door. Why? Because at the end of the day, if I go down that steps, if I'm coming back, or if I'm in the, let's say, downstairs in the basement, moving around the house. If I eliminated everything, I'm gonna let you know I'm okay.
Right.
You're gonna know my voice.
Right.
I'm good. I'm coming in. Everything's good. You can put it down.
Right.
That's the only thing you need to respond to. Police come to my house. You better make sure. Listen, they not coming. And when the police come and say, "Listen, don't go up them steps. Let me go first," because I got to make sure we trained in this house. We know what in this house.
Right.
So my thing is that. So I agree with the floor situation, and I think that you should have. That's why a shotgun is better sometimes, because here's the thing.
Absolutely.
With a handgun, a shotgun is going to do more damage.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going, especially in small distances. It's going to take a chunk of meat out of you, no matter where.
Absolutely. And to piggyback off of that, most people who actually get shot, no matter how badass they are, they get shot, they become humble real fast. Okay.
Oh, shot at.
That pain that they're going through humbles them so quickly that it doesn't matter. What's that? The Delta Force guy said he would call the police and let them know that there are some dead people in his house. I
Well,
gotta
yeah,
listen.
I had a good time.
I say like this: if whether you're a cop, you come in my house, you're gonna get shot. That's it. You ain't got no
Yeah,
right to be in the house. Look, let me call you.
what's up,
Let
Josh?
me call you,
What's going
and
on?
I'll let you know when to come to the house.
Right.
It's easier.
My thing is this: is that I'm gonna call you as soon as I'm done. As soon as I'm done, I'm gonna call you because you're gonna
Right,
need. I'm gonna tell you now. Bring the car because you're gonna need them too.
right.
No, well, no, you ain't got to come with your guns drawn. You ain't got to do all that. Just y'all gonna have to clean up the crime scene, put up the tape, and all that other stuff. All that the hard part is done. I did that
Right.
part.
Right.
Now it's a cleanup job. I'm not
Right. Not
calling y'all.
the job.
I'm not
Right.
calling 911 to save my life. I'm calling 911 to help me clean up this mess I've left.
That's right.
That's
That's
it.
right. See me, I don't believe in talking. Like if I had to let the significant other know, I won't. I'll let them know you're not gonna hear anything from me. Even as we're clearing the house, you're not gonna hear nothing from me. You wait till I knock a specific way or I bang on a wall a specific way that you know it's me. Because even down to talking,
Right.
you're too hyped. Your blood
Mhm.
is rushing. It's not that you're panicking. You're in fight or flight mode. So when you go to talk, your voice is gonna come out differently. So your voice comes out differently. They may not understand why your voice is a little sticky. Like you trying to get. They don't understand that. So I believe in making specific noises after clearing a house.
Yeah.
That's just me. That's just me. .45 ain't small. A 9 is not small either.
Not really.
Small is a Dillinger. Small is a 380. Small is a 22. A 45 is not small. Nowhere even remotely close to being small. And a 9mm, definitely not small either. So that's
What
not good.
might an intruder be looking for these days? Um,
Couldn't tell
although
you.
I agree with Joyce, I think TVs aren't that valuable, but it depends on the neighborhood you live in.
I'll
Um,
agree with that.
all right, so I agree with her. For most thieves, they're not going to want it because it's hard to get money for this stuff like they used to. But for a drug addict, a 30, 20, 30, $40 for a television is worth it to them. But what a lot of these thieves are coming into your house and looking for now is a kidnapping situation. And they want bank information, credit card information. They want bank codes, when you go to ATM machine, numbers. Some of them want to get into your crypto wallet so they can try to make you shift it. It's so many. They are trying to find ways to do it. And don't get me wrong, people still people still keep cash, and I'm gonna be honest with you.
I disagree with that statement, but go ahead.
Now I'm trying to read what he was saying. Yeah. Most people that come into your house, there's a lot of different reasons why they're coming in. But I agree with Joyce that most of the things that used to be valuable like that, like TVs, stereos, they're not as valuable. It's just like car thieves. They don't want the radio out the car no more because that's what they used to steal, the radio and stuff like that. What they want now is the engine.
And the catalytic
Because
converter.
right, the
That's what they
catalytic
want
converter,
now.
stuff like that. Stuff that they can get some type of money for. Um, and then like Josh said, jewelry and jewelry. If you're a person that has a lot of jewelry in your house, gold, silver, you might have some valuable antique stuff. So it depends. But I agree with like the stuff that they used to steal. We don't. I think yeah, people will still try to do it, but I just don't think they will come. I don't think that's as much of a motivation it used to be.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you go to Walmart and get a TV for $200
Pretty
at
much
this
true.
point. So,
Can you?
I mean, depending on the size of the TV. I'm not a big TV person, so it don't matter to me.
Can you go back to Josh's statement
Which
about
one?
the ammo being the same projectile? No, not that one. It says something about a 9mm being the same as a 380.
Okay.
The 380 and 9mm use the same projectile.
No. No. I got a 380 and I got 9mm, and there is not the same. They're not the same. You can pick up both bullets and see the difference. There is a difference.
Now, if they're referring to the projectile being a bullet, then I say, okay, I'll give you that.
Right.
But to say that they're the same, no.
No. They don't even
And
have
I
the
also
same.
disagree with being the buckshot. No.
And my thing is this, is that, and I don't know if this is the point that Joyce is trying to make for this one, is looking to hurt people. Oh, yes, if they find friend, if you're a friend, you're looking for it. My thing is this, is that this is the reason why I think in modern day, if somebody comes in your house, they have more intentions of killing you. Because the things that people used to come in your house for, to steal and leave, it's different now.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. So if someone
Look,
willing to come into your
I
property.
totally agree with that. I mean, just the other day, I was on the phone with my niece, and my niece turned around and told me that there was people knocking on her door. I said, ain't nobody supposed to be knocking on the door. She was, I'm going to go check it out, and hung up the phone on me.
Don't value my property more than your life. Absolutely. You're right.
I turned around, I called the local police station. Called the closest one to her, 5 minutes away. I said, look, if you ain't got nobody over there, you better send somebody now, because I ain't going to wait for her to call you. Send them now. She called me back. She says, no, they were already here. I said, you should have said that before you hung up the phone. You should have said that before you hung up the phone. I would not call. I don't play around.
Josh said that he stole his radios all the time when he lived in New York.
Look.
I know you're glad. I know. I'm assuming you no longer in New York.
I'm gonna keep his fingers crossed. I'm gonna keep his fingers crossed that he can get a CD taken out of his car at the same time. Being the way he said they were stealing all the time. The only time they were doing that was back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, when they had value. Car radios ain't got no value no more.
Yeah, they don't.
What was it, 45 ACP? Wait, whoa. I know. I thought that's what I saw. I saw something about 45 ACP. I know person locally shot one through the lung 3 times in the head and less than 30 feet. Everybody's here still alive. Well, again, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to disagree with you, because here's why I'm gonna disagree with you. Ron, you probably know about this. You could test this. I could be wrong. Okay. I could be wrong. Now, there's a reason why a 22 is the most effective weapon to use in close combat. A 22 shell, the bullet, is maybe the size of my fingertip.
Right, smaller, but yeah.
So I said maybe. That bullet is like a ping pong machine. Ding, 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 until it lodges in something solid, which most likely would be a bone.
Right.
But before it hits the bone, it pierced every portion of any type of lung, anything that had flesh.
Yeah.
So I understand what the person is saying, I believe it's Josh, is talking about how this person survived. And it's all about the bullet.
Right.
It really comes down to how the person that was firing the weapon fired the weapon. Because if you happen to fire the weapon at the wrong angle, you got to remember, when that projectile comes out, or aka bullet comes out, the bullet is coming out at a very high velocity, which 9 out of 10 is going to turn left, turn right, go up, go down, depending on how you have the weapon pointing. That is really where it comes into play because it has the kickback. So when you say that a person got shot in a lung and they still survive, again, that's a flesh wound. It's something that can get replaced. Shot in the eye and still is alive, again, I've seen it, I've heard it. People get shot in the jaw, or they get shot in the head, but the bullet goes in and skips because of the way the kickback on the weapon was.
Right.
Whether it went left, whether it went right, up, down, the trajectory of the bullet, that's what makes the trajectory of the bullet go in the opposite direction or in a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to really try to understand that what you're saying is it's kind of true, more like 10% true, because it all depends on how the person that was firing the weapon had the weapon pointing. That's just my take. I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a guy get shot in the jaw, and the bullet went through the cheek and out the other side of the cheek. But they put the gun here at the jaw. But because the slight kick went flesh. So it all depends.
Yeah, it does. I mean, you know what I mean? It you know, once that projectile comes out, where it goes through you at is gonna matter whether you live or survive it.
Exactly.
I mean, but yeah, I agree with you with the 22. The 22 has done a lot of damage because of that very reason.
Yeah.
Even though it's not a high power weapon, it's not a weapon that if you shoot somebody, it's going to easily put them down. But it's going to do so much damage.
Internal damage, right.
That trip to the hospital and them trying to make you survive, it's going to be so much ripping up inside of you that
that's right.
You're more likely not going to survive. A 9mm or 10 mil, even to some extent 380, the speed of the bullet, because of the speed, it has a tendency to go through.
Right.
Which actually does less damage because it goes through as opposed to stop and then hit. Let's say it does hit something else and then it start turning into shrapnel. Now the shrapnel is going like this. So
yeah,
it all depends.
It all depends, right?
Yeah.
Saturday Night Special, I believe, was a snub nose 38 in the 70s in New York.
Yeah,
38 snub nose, which means the barrel was maybe about 2 inches on a 38. That was a Saturday Night Special. As far as being sued because they shot somebody, a person got shot, that's 99.99999% is because the person that actually pulled the trigger did not have the right to have a weapon in the state of New York. Bottom line, that's why they got sued. Because I know police officers that are not allowed to fire at an intruder in their own home, in the tri-state area. That's New York, New Jersey, Long Island, upstate New York, mid New York, all of Jersey, all of Long Island, all the 5 boroughs. So the tri-state area, you got a gun and you fire it to an intruder and you hit that intruder, you better make sure that intruder does not walk ever again. And then of course, you have to deal with the case that you're actually going to get charged with murder for protecting your own home.
Yeah, your home, your property, your car.
Your car, your significant other, your children.
I feel like
children.
I feel like this. And people say, oh, it's not worth killing somebody over a car. Why is it? I worked for it. I took the most valuable thing I had, which is my time. I went out there and earned my money to be able to purchase this car. And I'll never get that time back to purchase the vehicle that I had. And then you're going to turn around and tell me that I'm supposed to let the person live because they decided to steal something from me that I worked and put my time. No, I see. To me, when a politician say that, that tells me you are a criminal.
Right.
When you start talking in favor of criminals, that tell me as a politician, as a judge or police officer, you are a criminal. Because
Right.
what you're saying is we need to be nice to criminals who steal and
Facts.
take and rob. That
Facts.
means that you want things to go the way you want. That means that you're a thief, you're a liar, and you're a crook. Because if
Yep.
you're a judge and you're saying, I'm supposed to be in front, I'm supposed to be punished for stopping somebody from taking the most valuable the valuable things that I have, that I spent my time that I will
Right.
never get back to obtain. You telling me I'm supposed to just let that go and let them live? Why? They chose the moment. They shouldn't. They said that it was worth their life, so I
Right.
obliged them.
No, you're right.
That's it.
You're right.
And my thing is this: the more people get met with that, guess what happens? They'll stop doing it.
Gotta stop doing it.
They'll start taking their time, going to get a job, working, saving, and so that they can buy the thing that you was willing to listen. If you're willing to go put your life on the line to steal my car, and you're still not gonna earn it, all you're gonna do is get locked up, caught, robbed, or possibly killed.
Right.
You know you can go take that very same time and go earn the money and do the same thing like I did. See that?
Facts. Now
You can do
I
the
wanna
same thing.
jump in- You're right. I want to jump into this real quick, Ron, because I know we're getting close.
Yeah.
Now. There's a comment up there. I don't know who put it up there, but it says New York. I think it's gun laws are crazy. Can you find that one? All right, hold on. Let me see if I can. Let me get my other eyes on. Jason Barnes 3188. New York gun laws are crazy. New York gun laws are crazy. Now, last I checked, there's only one gun law in New York, and that is you have no right to own a gun. That's the only law that's up there. So I don't know how beneficial or why you felt the need to make that statement, being that it's crazy, because it's not crazy. It's actually stupid and against the Second Amendment. It's against your constitutional right. So crazy? No, not crazy. It's absurd, stupid, outlandish, rubbish. Think of any other word that you could come up with. Flabbergasted. I don't give a rat's ass.
Ain't like the bus. If you carjack, can you cover it if they get hurt? I guess the insurance. I guess he's saying that the insurance cover it if they get.
If you get carjacked, can you? What?
Can your insurance cover it if they get hurt? I don't know. My thing is this. I don't know if he's his aunt, so we don't know where he's going with that. It might be a joke.
It might be a joke.
Right. What's
I
up, Ryan? But again, my thing is this: is that if a politician tells you that bull crap, 9 times out of 10, they are thieves, they are crooks, because the only way you're gonna say that is because you want to do the same thing and get away with
it. Yeah. Josh, the tri-state area is filled with criminals, and they're all the politicians that were elected. I'm telling you, every politician that's in the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Long Island, they're all criminals. Because the moment you keep telling people they don't have the right to bear arms and they don't have the right to protect their homes, and they don't have look, if you could tell a police officer that he or she doesn't have the right to kill an intruder in their home,
that means that the person that's saying it wants to get away with intruding on your home. That's it. So any politician that says that is a criminal, love criminals, wants.
Look, as Ron keeps freezing, the tri-state area, I can tell you because I've been up there, and I've been up there for a while, and I trained. I've actually sat down with many law enforcement officers, male and female, and the one thing is this: The politicians keep telling them what they cannot do, as they're the ones that actually have the firearm. So again, firefighters should have a firearm in New York. Paramedics should have a firearm in New York. Doctors and nurses should have firearms in New York, tri-state area, period. But they don't.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was screaming out again.
That's just
freezing.
the unfortunate side. What I was saying was that in my book, in the tri-state area, that's New York, New Jersey, Long Island, upstate New York, every firefighter should have a firearm. Every nurse should have a firearm. Every doctor should have a firearm.
I agree.
Because in essence, if it comes to a person that saves another life, then they should actually have a firearm because they are saving another life.
Right.
Period.
Right. My thing is this, and I agree. My thing is this, that's not a subject for politicians at all.
It's not.
The Constitution is clear. Shall not be infringed.
Clear as day.
Clear as day. So that means that all of you lawmakers are not supposed to be involved in that conversation. Shall not be infringed means hands off.
That's right.
That's it. I don't care what y'all try to spin, how y'all try to spin it, and it means hands off. And the people we need to hold accountable for that is the Supreme Court, because they've been lax and lazy about it. Every single state that does this stuff and every single city that does this stuff and try to infringe on your right to tell you what type of weapon you can have and can't have, in my opinion, is a criminal. Because you are trying to make things favorable for criminals. How is any of that helping everyday, hardworking, for the most part, honest citizens? How is any of that? It don't affect it only affects the people like that. Criminals don't give a darn about none of this stuff we talk about. That's why we label them criminals. Why? Because they do not follow laws.
That was a good choice, Josh.
Yeah, I agree.
Good choice.
Yeah, and that's why I say all laws, all gun laws are unconstitutional.
They are. They are.
Because we got one law in the Constitution that says shall not be infringed. So everything else beyond that is unconstitutional. To me, it's not even a topic of discussion. When you say shall not be infringed, that means that nobody in Congress, the president, Congress, no city lawmakers, mayors, governors, even the Supreme Court, nobody should even be involved in that conversation when it comes to weapons, knives, guns, anything. You should not have no participation in the weapon. The only thing that you should be like, oh, if you got the money, you can afford it, you should be able to buy it. That's it.
And to piggyback off that, if you start it and you get the repercussions of it, then you deserve it. Period.
Right.
Because if you go into breaking somebody's house and you get shot, I said it before, shoot them in the ass.
Right. Anybody that makes a decision to victimize someone else, you already decided that your life was worth whatever it is you was trying to take.
That's right.
So I'm gonna reward you.
That's right. I'm gonna reward you with this 380, 45, 9mm, 10mm, buckshot, slug, 650 grain, baseball bat.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a chunk out of you.
Ice skate, kitchen knife, paring knife.
They're gonna have to come with some what do you call those preservative jars? Put all the chunks of body parts in there.
Oh, they're gonna just figure something out. I tell you.
Yeah, Jason, I real talk, bro. I don't understand why we allow this, man. And as citizens of, mason jars, they just put all the chunks of parts in there. As citizens of America, we get ready to close out. But as citizens of America in this country, you need to go to your personal. You need to organize, and I'm being serious. You need to organize. You need to find out who these politicians are, rather they Democrat and Republican, and you need to make sure that they are hands off in all these cities and now all these counties, Democrat or Republican. They need to go back and reverse all of that stuff that's restricting citizens, because what they're doing is they're making you a victim to the criminals. They're putting you in the harm of criminals. I'm dead serious when I say this. They are making you victims to criminals. And even though the Constitution isn't even written about criminals, it's about protecting yourself against government tyranny. That's the second reason why they don't have the right to tell you that.
Yet there's a government tyranny right there.
They're the government. So how are you going to tell me?
Ron, but you said it. The government tyranny is that's the government tyranny because they're allowing the criminal to continue being a criminal, and they're hindering the law-abiding citizen.
Law-abiding citizen.
That's the government tyranny.
And I'm gonna give you a clear example of what I mean by that. Let's just say me and Jay, we decide we're getting ready to go to war against each other, right? And let's just say, and this is just an example, and Jay turns around and say, Ron, we getting ready to go to war together. Me and you gonna have a battle. But I get to get my tanks, but you're not allowed to use a tank.
Mm-hmm.
You can only use a knife to defend yourself against me.
Mm-hmm.
You see how that's gonna go? How would that be fair if he's me and him get ready to go to war together? This is how you gotta look at government. To keep government responsible, they need to be under the very same threat that the government tries to put the citizens under.
Right.
So if I'm in the government and I want to control citizens, the first thing I have to do is give them, hopefully coach them to automatically put their weapons down.
Right.
To make it think like I got their back when in reality, what I'm trying to do is break their back so that I can control them. Right. And I got to take away the one big threat that they have is having access to the best weapons possible.
Right.
So if I can minimize what you have and maximize what we have, then I can control all your actions.
Yep.
Why in the world would any citizen of America be okay with that? This is where we have to stop voting for people that talk that way. Yeah. We got to stop putting people in office that talks that way.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I don't care how nice they sound. And listen, what I'm trying to tell you, listen, I voted for Trump. And guess what? I still will hold him to the same standard. Why? Because I don't care what you say out your mouth. The minute you start making rules that limit my ability to defend myself against you, you in that moment became tyrannical to me. I don't care who you are.
Preach it.
So therefore, and when you look at these politicians, whether you don't like them or not, my number one thing I always say, Jay, you know that. The first thing I look at their stance on guns.
Right.
And firearms and weapons. And if I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat, when you start talking about, oh, we need to limit, ban, you won't get my vote. Right. And I will relentlessly come out against you. Why? Because I know at that point, you just showed me that you are tyrannical.
Right.
You mean me harm. A person that don't mean you harm is not going to tell you that, no, you can have what you want. I ain't worrying about that. What do I care? It don't affect me.
Right.
Because I'm going to have what I have. You can have what you have. It don't affect me because I have no bad intentions. Only a person would try to, with bad intentions would try to limit your ability to defend yourself because they got bad intentions and they hide it under virtual signal.
Facts.
And that's real talk. And I'm not going to go no further than that.
Cool. Because I got to run.
Me too.
I got 4 sets of eyes looking at me, telling me I need to go take them outside.
But anyway, when we get ready to get up out of here, make sure everyone have a blessed, wonderful day.
Everybody have a blessed
hanging out. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. And also make sure y'all taking advantage of that OG Network 26 promo code and getting that 15% off of all your purchases of $35 and up. Using that top to bottom, wonderful hair care products, wonderful skincare product, wonderful candles that they make all the way around the board. Trust me when I tell you, I love the product. I use it all the time. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, the link to the website is right here on this channel. All you got to do is go to my channel. You can click the link right there and take you right to the website. And then you can check out the commercial as we close out this video. Brother, do you have anything else you want to say?
I just want to say thank you, Ron, for everything you've done. And of course, I thank you for being a brother to me. And of course, we're just going to keep vibing. We're just going to keep vibing every single time we get together. And we're just going to keep educating people that we see. And I appreciate everybody sharing the time with us.
And anybody out there planning on being a criminal, don't come to my house trying to steal my Fruit Loops.
Well, you can't get my Fruity Loopies.
Y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. We out here, everybody. Thank y'all.
Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You're looking for beard oils, but unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and they're probably killing you. No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.